we are going to see how we can work on Jira Rally with Agile testing. So let's start with the introduction section where we can go through with the complete tutorial which we are going to see in this complete session. So these are the complete topics which we are going to cover in this complete tutorial. So let's see these topics one by one. So we will cover what is Jira and why we use it. Then how we can create epic user story and different projects in Jira. So we will also cover what is epic, what is user story, what is defect and how we can create these in Jira. Then how we can create and search our issues in Jira. Then how we can add different users in this tool. Then we will also cover how we can add, export and share test cases or defects in Jira. So we will see how we can create test cases, how we can link these test cases with user stories or defects in Jira tool. Then what is Rally and why we use Rally tool. Then those topics which we are going to cover in Jira, those topics will be covered in Rally as well. So how we can create epic, user story or projects in Rally, then how we can create or search different issues in Rally tool, then how we can add users in Rally, then how we can add, export, share test cases or defect in Rally. Then we will also cover the agile features. So what is agile methodology and why we use agile, the different principles of agile. Then agile team, scrum events. So what is these terminology and why we need it. Then how we can create test strategy and test planning in agile model. So these are the topics which we are going to cover in the complete tutorial, and apart from these we will see how we can practically add our all the details like test cases, defects, tasks, subtasks in Rally, in Jira. So I would suggest you to go through with the complete tutorial so that it can be implemented in the practical, or you can say in the real projects in your upcoming projects or current projects. We are going to see how we can get Rally as a test management tool, how we get the trial version and how we can work on this technology. So as you can see that I'm available on my google.com where I can search Rally trial version so that I can start learning on this particular test management tool. So on the google.com I'm going to write trial version Rally or Rally trial version. You can put anything. So as you can see that this is the first URL, CA Agile Central Unlimited Edition trial version, because Rally is provided by CA Technologies. So I'm going to click on it and it will open me a page where I can register on this particular website to get the Rally as a trial version. You can do the same thing and you can practice on different concepts for Rally tool. As it is a test management tool, you can define your test cases, defects, user stories in this particular tool. So now you can see I am on my CA Technologies page that provides the different tools, and one of them is Rally. So here you can see start your trial. So here you can put your name, your email address, and your group number, country, password. So please make sure that whatever is password you are giving over here, you need to remember, because this password you have to use when login with your Rally dashboard, and by checking it and clicking on the submit, it will send you an email where you can find out the URL. So this is the page where you can just submit your detail and you can get the trial version for the 16 days. So let me show you the URL, or first let me show you the mail. Once you register this, you will get an email. So this is the email which you will get in your mailbox, that welcome to your CA Agile Central Trial Unlimited Edition. So as you can see, this is how you will get the email. To begin, please log in using this URL, rally1.rallydev.com. So this is the URL where you can log in using this password you have given over there, and your login ID is your email address which you have put over there. So please remember that the email ID is your username and password, whatever you have given over there when you have registered for the trial version. So this is how you just get your credentials for Rally software. So let me go to again on that page here, and I have opened my URL rally1.rallydev.com, and I have given my credentials. So if you see like this, rally1.rallydev.com I have put over here, and it will open, and in this particular website you need to give your credentials. Once you give your credentials, ID and password, because I am already logged in, so that is why it is not asking me ID and password, and you will get your dashboard. So this is how you can log in on your Rally tool, and you can start learning this test management technology, or test management tool you can say. So here you get few options, that your first minute it will display you a video, what is actually agile and what is this particular CA Agile. This is a 9-minute video, so I'm not going to execute this. So as you have seen that it start the video, so I'm not going to start the video. Learn how to use product. You can get all the options for your Rally tool with Agile. Then integration, you can integrate this Rally software with different tool, that is like Accurave, Zira, Bamboo, Blueprint, VMC, Bugzilla, or different like CA, Flodoc, CA PPM. So we have different technology that is available in Agile, and we can integrate our Rally tool with all these technologies. As you can see, like GitHub, Git, you can integrate. Then you have add and update your task. If you want it, you can add or update your iteration tracking also. So this is where you can learn all the options that are available. Then we have one more option like customize your dashboard. If you click on it, it will customize, like how to customize your pages. You can see all the options like create a custom page, edit a custom page, delete a page, copy, share, view. So all the pages you can view and you can set as per your need, as per your look and feel, like this. So this is how you can learn all the things in the URL. So this is our dashboard page, and all the options are available over here. So in this session, we have seen how to get the trial version, how to log in on that, and how to see our default dashboard. That is my dashboard page. We will see more on Rally tool, like how to create user story, how to create defect, how to set our test cases in the next sessions. So that is all from this video. So as we have seen that we have several options where you get and learn all the options that are available on the dashboard using these options. So how you get your own dashboard, your team dashboard. So we have one option over here, that is pages where you wanted to go on the different pages like dashboard, recycle bin, backlog, team planning, time boxes, user stories, work view. So any options you can go directly over here. Reports, portfolios. So let's see, I wanted to go to my dashboard. So once I click on this, like dashboard page, so this is my dashboard which we have discussed in our last session. But if I wanted to go to my team planning, I can use this option like team planning, and I can create my options using this. Like I can create some backlog options. So if you wanted to see any particular user story, like I can highlight or hover over here, like as a website which I wanted to browse through the inventory of available safaris so that I can pick one that fits my time, budget and interest. So this is how the default look and feel is available. So these are the user stories that are available by default, so that you can learn like how to write the user stories. And let's see, if you wanted to create some backlog, some user story, you can use this option like add new. And what you wanted to create, user story, defect, test set, defect suite. So anything you can create using this option. We will see how to create this in our upcoming sessions. So let me go through with all the options so that you can see which all options are available. So this is my team planning, which shows the project backlog. All the complete backlog is available in this session or in this section, we can say. Then we have some team boards. If I click on the team board, so whatever is the user stories are available in the sprint, that will display over here, and you can see that it is in the defined mode. So we have in progress, we have completed, we have accepted. So any mode you can transfer your user stories once you start developing that. So let's say I wanted that this user story should be in in progress because my developer has started that. So that now you can see user story 2 goes up and user story 1 is here in the in progress. And once it's complete, we can mark it complete and move to the completed section. And once it is completed and once it is accepted by the UAT team or the business team, then it moves to the accepted status. And if you wanted to write some comment in that, just you can open that and you can mention your comment over here in the note section that this user story is successfully implemented. So this is how you can write down your user story and your comment. And if you write something over here, everyone will see that. So make sure that you are writing as per your implementation. And if you have implemented something new, you can put all the comments over here. And once you save, it will come in the saved state. Like user story 1 has been saved. And you can close that. So now if I wanted to see again, I can see my comment. Here you can see that user story is successfully implemented. And if you wanted to edit anything, any project, honor, so you can update that also. So we will see how to create user story in the upcoming sessions. But here, so here I'm discussing only how the default user stories look like and how we work in the dashboard. So I'm going to close it and this is my team board. Then if I wanted any report, so I can go to the report section. So it will display me all the reports that are available in Rally, like iteration burn down chart, iteration burn up, velocity chart, iteration chart. So all the reports are available over here as you can see. Defect by priority. So once you click any report, it will load that and it will display because we don't have anything as of now. So it is not showing anything, but here as you can see defect count is here and here we have like when or it is mark or which all user stories or defects are implemented. So here we have some date you can see. Then if I wanted to see all the backlog that is available in my project, I can see over here. So these, as we have already seen, these are the default user stories. So that is why it is displaying in the backlog section. So this is my project dashboard by which I can get all the information. So in this session, we have seen how to see, how to get all the options that is or that are available in my project or in my personal dashboard for the team. All the options, all the dashboard or all the boards, different sections that are available for my personal team project dashboard. We will see how to use the user stories, defect, how to create them in the upcoming sessions. Go to my team planning board where I can work on the different user stories or different cycles. So this is my team planning board. Here I can work on the backlog section. So how to create the user story we will see in this session. So how you create your user stories in the backlog. So I can use add new option and what you wanted to create, user story, defect, test set or defect suite. So let's create a user story in this session and we will see more on the upcoming sessions on the defect side. So add with details. So now you can create a user story over here. So I'm going to write like as a developer, I wanted to create project homepage. So this is my user story, and it is in which color, who is the owner. So I'm the owner, like tester big data, and what project you are using, like sample project. We have only one project, so it moves to the defined, then it moves to the in progress, then it moves to the completed, at last it moves to the accepted status. But initially, when you create a user story, it will go to the defined state because we are not sure who will pick that. Then plan estimation, like how much time it will take. So let me put 10 hours. Here in the description, what all the pages or what all options are available on the home page. So home page should display login credentials on the page, and here we write some acceptance criteria. Acceptance criteria we write in the user story. So I am going to write some criteria, that is my acceptance criteria. So what is my acceptance criteria? Home page UI should be as per requirement document, because you will definitely get a requirement document. Second, button color should be in blue. So, or we can say I have two acceptance criteria for this particular user story. So once developer will develop this user story, tester will test according to the acceptance criteria. Let me move down, like if so in the parent, if you wanted to add this user story with some other user story, it will give you the options. So if I wanted to link this user story, my new user story, with some existing user story, I can use this option, like I am going to add this parent user story. Then tag, if you have any particular keyword or tag, you can write down over here. So I don't have any tag. Then I have some release option, I have some iteration, because it is a fresh project or fresh release, so I don't have any releases. So let me put that it will go in the iteration 1. And then milestone, future milestone, undated milestone, and past milestone. So any milestone you can set, like when it will work. Then if you have any attachment or as per the requirement document, you can click on the drag and click the attachment, you can add them. And then at the last, this is the note section. If you wanted to put any special comment, you can add over here. And so at the last, we have option for 3 buttons, that is discard, create and new, and create. So discard means whatever you have written in this newly added user story, it will be discarded. Create and new means it will create this user story and will open again a new window, fresh window, so that you can add new users. And create means you are just adding this user story, and it will close the dialog box. So I wanted to bring one more thing, like we are not putting any particular release over here that is available here, because we don't have any release. At you can see that no release is in the planning or active state exists for the project. we recommend you to create one to plan for larger time boxes. So if you wanted to create a particular release like release 1, 2, 3, so you can add them using the create a release option. We will see this in our upcoming sessions. So that is why release is not coming over here. It is only unscheduled. So I'm going to create this using third option, that is create. So I'm not going to create a new dialog again. So I'm putting it create and my user story is created. So now you can see that my user story is created successfully. I'm going to close this, and once I refresh this page, then it will display me my user story or my plan board like what I have added. So let me go to again here, that my team board, like as a developer I wanted to create a project home page. That is what I have added. And in the team planning also, we have different options like what is your take and what you wanted, like user story, defect. So whatever you want, you can filter out. And in the theme board, which all things you have added, it is because I have added one user story, that is why it is coming over here. And once developers start working on this, it will move to the in progress, drag and drop. Then it will move to the completed. Once it is completed, at the last, it will move to the accepted status once the business team approve this user story. And as we have seen in the last session, like if you wanted to put any user story, just click on the name or the heading and you can put any comment that this is done and acceptance criteria met. I'm going to save it. So now I have put my comment in the section. So that is why it is saved successfully again. I'm going to close it. And if you wanted to see again your comment, just click on user story number. At the last, you can see your comment. So this is how you put your comment, you create user story that comes under your team board. And once you start picking, you can pick that for your development. So in this session, we have seen how to create the user story, how to work on that, and how to put the comment when it is completed. So in the last session, we have seen that how to search at any particular keyword, as we have seen that home page I have searched and the user story related to that particular keyword is displayed on my dashboard. So this is how we have searched in the last session. So in this session, we will see how to create a defect. So to create a defect, I'm going to my dashboard. Here we have the option. Let me show you again. Here we have so here you can see we have open sidebar option. Once you click on it, it will open the dashboard. Dashboard is already we have seen. So we need to open our team planning board or team board. So I'm opening my team planning board. So here you can see that it opens the sample project backlog, because once you create any user story, any defect, it will go to the backlog section and you can assign that into the current sprint also. So here we have the option add new, and here you can select user story we have already seen. So I'm going to show you how to create a defect using this option, new defect. Now you can see new defect is selected and I'm adding them using add with detail. So here at the right side it opens the new defect. Here this is the icon for defect, and if you want you can view them in the full page also. If you click on new, it will open in the full page section. Now you can see it comes in the full page. So whatever defect you wanted, you need to create over here. So here you can put the defect name. So what is the defect? Let me show you, or you can create as per your requirement, as per your defects. So I'm going to create that home page buttons are not working. So home page buttons are not working. So that is my description, the heading of the page, and here it is by default goes to the submitted state, then developer move to the open, then he fixed that, and once it is fixed, it will back to us for the testing, for the testing team, and then once we test that successfully, we close that. So these are all the options that are available, and this is the scheduled state, like it goes to define, then it moves to the in progress, then it moves to the completed, at last it moves to the accepted. So this is how it move on. Then the plan estimation time, how much time it will take, task estimation, to do. So these are all the options which will fill by the developer, like how much time they will take to work on this particular defect or user story. So this is the description section. You have to write some description for that, like login button is not working as it is disabled. So developer will see that the home page button is disabled, so that is why it is not clickable. You can put the screen share, you can put all the options over here, that what is the environment, like development, testing, staging, production. So let me select testing, so that test. What is the priority? Priority is sometime filled by developer, because they decide like what is the criticality of the defect. But if you want, you can put that it is the resolve immediately, because if you don't, or if you are not able to log in on the home page, if you are not able to log into the home page, then you can't go anywhere. So this is how it is resolved immediately. High attention, normal, low, so these are the other categories. So this is completely depend on the defect criticality. Then the severity, the crash, data loss, major, minor, cosmetic. So this is a crash or data loss, because we are not able to log in. So this is high attention defect. Then the creation date, opened state, closed state. So these all are the options which you can fill them, or developers will fill them according to their implementation. And at last, if you have any screenshot, you can select from your computer and you can attach that. And at the last, once you fill all the options, you go and you select the project, like which all projects, or you can say that which project is affected by this. If you have multiple projects, here we have only one project, so I have selected sample project. So what is the user story or the parent user story if you want, like let's say it is somewhat. So let's see if this defect is because developer has implemented the home page. That is what I have, let's say, created that particular user story. So I have created a user story for the home page, that was user story 9. As a developer, I wanted to create a home page. So this is how this user story is related to this defect. So you can select that. I have selected that. I have clicked done. So this user story is affecting or affected by this defect. So I have selected that. And if you have created a test case, then you can select the test case also, because definitely you have created or you had created some test cases for the home page module. So you can select that also over here, because I have not created a test case as of now. So that is why test cases are not coming. Test case we will see in the next session. And at last, if you want any tag, like if you want to add any tag or any keyword, you can do that using the add option. And at the last, you can click on the create option over here. Once I click the create, it will give me a number for this particular defect and it will go to the backlog section. So I'm going to create this defect using this option. So I'm going to create this defect using create button. So I'm going to click on it. Now it is showing that done option and the defect number is DE1 because this is first defect in the project. So DE1 is my defect number. Then I'm going to mark this done so that it comes in the section. Now you can see sample project backlog. Now it is showing the defect DE1 home page button are not working. So this is how you create your defect. And once you go to the team board, then this defect should be displayed. So let me show you. I'm going on the team board, and once I go to the team board, this defect is now displaying DE1 home page buttons are not working. So this is how you create a defect and it will move to the team board. So now developer can start working on that and they put in the in progress, and once they complete, then it will go to the complete section and it will come to the testing team. So testing team can test that and they can put their comment. So how you put the comment? I have to open this defect, and here at the last I have option for the note section. This is the note section. Here I can write my comment like buttons are working fine. Buttons are working fine. So closing this defect. So this is as a tester I have written this in the note section that buttons are working fine. So closing this defect, and I click on the save button. So now anyone can see that buttons are working and tester has closed this defect. So I'm going to close this, and now it is in the completed, and as a tester I will mark them as accepted state. So this is how you create your defect. You put in the team board, you start working on that as a tester. Once it is done, you put your comment and then you move to the accepted state. So this is how you work on the defect in the Rally tool. We are going to see how we can create a release in the project. So once I move to my team planning board, here using this option, it will show me that no releases in the planning or active state exist for this project. We recommend you to create one to plan for your larger time boxes. So now we can see that we have, or now you can see we don't have any default release. So now we can create a release using this option, create a release. So once I create a release option is clicked, this will open a page where I can create a release for this project. So once I click on create a release, it will open my time boxes. So what is release? Release is a time box, or we can say that it is a period where we have some implementation. So we have different releases in the project for a particular cycle, because it is a 15-day, 20-day or a month release. So how you create the release? Like here in the time box, I have selected a releases. So here in the time boxes, I have selected a releases, and this is the new release option. I have to give my name. So if you wanted to move to the release creation, iteration creation, you can go to this option, pages and time boxes. So here you can create your iterations and your releases. So here, like iteration, you can create using the iterations option. Release, we are seeing that how to create a release. So we have created a couple of releases. So let me show you a release 3, how you create. So, and when it start after 29. So let me go to Jan, and it will start from 1st and it will move to 8. So this is my release 3. Add with detail, and I'm going to save and close this. So this is how you create release 3. The release could not be saved. Please correct the error identified below and click on the save button. So what is the error? That start date must be on or before release date. So it is 1st Jan. So release end date should be after 8. So it will go to the next month. So that is why it is displaying error. So I am selecting from the 1st January, it will go to the 12th January. So my date should be after the start date. So that is why it is displaying the error or message. So I'm going to save and close. So now you can see release 3 is created. So this is how I have created release 1, release 2, release 3. So this is how you create your releases. So you can create your iterations also. So this is how you create your iterations also. So you select iteration and you put your dates. So we have 3 iterations, iteration 1, 2, 3, 4. I have just created. So how you create the iteration? Let me show you that I am creating iteration 5, and iteration 5 start date should be after 31st Jan. So I am selecting Fab date, that it is Fab 1, and it will go to, let's say, Fab 9, and I'm clicking on the add with detail so that my pop-up will display. And if you want that you wanted to put some extra comment, so this is iteration 5 for the project, and you can change your date if you need. You can put your velocity, estimation time, if you put any note, and you click on save and close. So this is how you can create your iterations. So now you can see iteration 5 is created. You can see the message over here also, iteration 5 has been added. So this is how you can create your iteration, releases and milestones. So how you get them? I will show you again that you go to the pages. Here you click on the top section and you move to the time boxes. So this is the option by which you get the release, iteration, or so this is the option where you get your release and iterations. You click on the time boxes, you get the iteration, release and milestone. So you can create anything as per your need in the project. So in this session, we have seen how to set up your releases, how to set up your iterations for your project as per your need. In this session, we are going to see how to create a test set and a test plan for the test cases. Like we have seen in the last session how to create a test case. So I wanted to add this test case to my test plan. So how to create a test plan that is required by the tester. In the test plan, we have different modules that we can add. So how to go to that page? So to go to the test plan, I am using this page and I'm going at the last here as a test plan option. Test case we have seen in the last session. So I'm using test plan. So this is my test plan option that view all test folder. So here I can create my test folder so that I can work on that. So how to create a test folder? Here create the first test folder for the sample project because I don't have any test folder. So what is the test folder name? My home page module. So this is my module for a test plan that you create your different options like home page. I am selecting save and new or save or you are cancelling that. So I'm using save and new so that I can work on a other test plan also. So now you can see home page module is ready. Then payment page. So payment page I have also created. So I'm going to save it. So now you can see I have two test plans. So under this test plan, you can add your test cases. So this is how you create your test plan from the option here, pages, and then you create test plan. So this is how I have created two test plans. So here we have different options like home page module, run, or if you wanted to create any folder under it, or here new test case and here add test case. So if you wanted to create a new test case, you can create over this using the third option, or if you want to add existing test case, you can use this add test cases. So the fourth option is edit module, and the last one if you wanted to delete that. So we have different options over here using these icons. Here we have option new test folder. If you wanted to add more test folder, you can use this option. So let me use the third option like new test case. So I have clicked on it and I'm expanding my window. I am opening this page, and what is my test case? That UI should be displaying correctly. So this is the test case you can put as per your need. UI should be correctly displaying. So this is my test case. So you can put them as per your need. It is a sample which I am just showing you. You can find out any attachment if you wanted to attach over here. Objective you can put over here. Work product, like if you have any user story, you can put like I am selecting this and I click on the choose button, so my user story comes over here, like which user story is related to this test case. Then it is a functional testing user story type or functional testing test case. This is the manual, and I'm not putting over any precondition. And UI, what is the step? Open the URL. So open the URL for home page. Verify the UI. So this is my expected, right? Verify the UI, and I'm just save and close. So now one test case is added under this particular home page module. Now you can see it displaying the plus icon. It means if you expand that, it has a test case. So this is how you have the test case. And if you wanted the more test case to be added, you can add using the third option again. And here, this is the add test cases or home page module. You can use this option. Multiple test cases you can add. So this is how you create a test plan, and then you add a test case under particular module, under particular test plan. So this is how you add a test case. So let me add one more test case. So I'm clicking on the third option again. This is new test case. What is my test case? On the home page, I should have multiple credentials box, that is username and password. So I'm verifying them. So verify, or I should write in the test case that verify the text boxes. So this is my text boxes verification on home page. So this is my test case. So I'm using this in the description. You can put as per your need. I'm not adding anything over here. I'm selecting my user story number, then choose. I'm not putting any input or expected result as of now. So I'm putting save and close. So now you can see I have multiple test cases. So this is how you add more and more test cases in a particular test plan as per your need. And I have added two modules like home page and the payment page. So home page has two test cases. So let me add payment page test cases also. So how you add? In the same option, the third option. So let me add one test case over here. So payment page should be displaying correctly. Payment page should be displaying correctly. So this is what my test case is. So I'm adding over here. I am adding my user story. Let's say I'm adding second user story 2. Then clicking on the choose button. My test cases are functional test cases. This is the manual, and I'm not putting any input and output. You can put them as per your needs, and I'm clicking save and close. So now I have one test case. As you can see, when I expand this using the plus icon, one test case I have added under payment module, two test cases I have added under home page module. You can expand them, you can merge them again like this, you can close them. So you can expand and close using the plus icon. So this is how you can create your test cases. You can create your test plan as per your need in the Rally tool. So we will see more on the Rally tool in our upcoming session. So we will see more on our Rally tool in our upcoming sessions. We have seen that how to create iterations, releases in the Rally. So in this session we are going to see how to create a test case, how to set up the test set. So let me show you how to move to the test case section. So we can use this option pages, and here in the quality section at the bottom, here this is for the tester. So we have the defect suite, we have the defect which we have already seen how to create defect. So I'm going to create a test case. So how to create a test case? So I'm going to show you. I'm clicking on test case, and here we have the test case option. So you click on the custom view option to create the custom view, or you can create the actions new test case. Multi-edit, print report, export to CSV, export to XML, any option you can. So any option you can use as per your need. So in this session we are going to see how to create a test case. So I'm going to use action new test case. So I have clicked on the new test case. I'm expanding my window. Here you can put the name. Here you can put the test case name. So what is your test case? My test case is verify that home page is working correctly. So here what is the description of the test case? Like UI and buttons should be working as per the requirement document. So this is my test case that my home page should be working correctly, and it should be as per the requirement that is given to testing team. And if you wanted, you can attach a file. So who is the owner of this case? You can select your name. What is the objective of this test case? To verify the home page. So this is the objective of this. So this is the objective of this test case, that I wanted to verify the home page. Then I can move and I can select the work product. So what is the work product? It is related to the user story. Like which user story is related to this test case? Like what is the user story under this test case will go. So if I click on this option, you can select the user story number. So my home page user story, let's say, is user story 9. So I'm selecting that and I click on the choose button. So now you can see this is displaying over here. And what is the type of my test case? It is the functional test case. So acceptance, performance, regression, usability, UI. So any test case as per your need, as per your requirement, you can select. So my requirement that it is a functional test case, and it is a manual or automated. So it is a manual test case. So priority, useful, important, or critical. So this is the critical because home page. So what is the risk? It is a high risk. So my home page should be functioning properly so that I can move ahead. If you have any precondition, you can put over here. Then you go to the bottom, that what is the input and what is the result you are expecting. So input is the URL. Let's say I'm putting input is the URL given by team. And what is the expected result you are expecting? Home page should be behaving as per the requirement document, because as a tester I should be testing all the pages as per the requirement document. So this is my expected result. And at the last, if you have any post condition, you can put If you have any note, you can put over in the note section, and then you click save and close. So I can use the save and close options. I am clicking on it, and my one test case should be displaying over here. So this is how you create your test case. So this test case can be added to the test plan and to the test set. So how to create a test plan and test set, that we will see in our upcoming session. We are going to see how we can create a defect or bug in Rally tool. So I'm on my Rally environment. I'm just going to log in the page with my credentials. As you can see that I am on my rally1.rallydev.com. If I remove this and use the same URL, it will open the same thing. So you need to give your credentials. Username is your email ID and password is whatever password you have given while registering your trial version. After that, you need to click on the sign in button. That is what I have clicked. So now you can see your trial version would get open, and you can see that your dashboard page is open on the left side. At the right side, you get all the options like iteration burn down chart, and once you scroll down, you get more options. So let me show you, like once you scroll down, you get your task by which you have login. So in your company, in the real time, once you log in, you get your own dashboard. Like whatever user stories or whatever tickets are assigned to you, you will get them. And more, you will down by scrolling, you get the unassigned task for the current iteration, your notification section, your test cases. From here you can add the test cases also. So we will see how to create test cases in our upcoming sessions. In this we are going to create a defect, but as of now you can see that which all options you get, like your all defects which you have submitted. By using the filter option you can search them, and at the last you can see the blocked work. So whatever work or whatever tasks are blocked, you will get them over here in this section. So this is how you get your dashboard page. So I'm scrolling up and I'm going top of my page. So here it is your dashboard. So in Rally tool, first you need to select a project so that you can enter into the dashboard page for your current sprint. So here we have the option project because it is a sample project which is provided by inbuilt Rally. Here in the dot section, once you click over here, you get my project, all project. So I'm going to select sample project over here. That is what it is selected. So now if you wanted to search any particular user story, any particular defect by which you enter the name, any keyword or the user story or defect number, you can search them using this option, the search button. So as you have seen that I have created a user story that as a developer I have to create the home page. That is what we have discussed in the last session when we have covering the user story, how to create the user story. So if I wanted to search a user story, let's take an example. Like in that user story I have a keyword home page. So any keyword whatever is related to the particular ticket, you can search them using this search option. So let's see over here, I'm putting home page, and if I press enter, then I would get that user story that I have created or anyone has created that. So you can see over here, as a developer, I wanted to create a home page. So home page, here you can see it is highlighted. This is a matching text and it is under project sample project, and it was last updated, the date you can see. So this is how you can search a existing user story or existing defect in the Rally tool. So we will cover how to create a defect in the next session. So that is all from now session. We are going to see the different pages that are available over here. Using this icon, you click on this section and you open all the pages, like which all options you have. Dashboard, we have seen defect, test cases, test plans. So this is the portfolio section, the reports, and we have our team board. Like over here we have seen, we have the team status, iteration status, release matrix. So you can use these options as per your need. So in this session we are going to create our test set. So how to create a test set? So I'm going on the team planning and I will add that test set under that. So in the team planning, I have my test set here, user story, defect, test set, anything you can add as per your need. So we have already seen user story, defect. So now let's add a test set. So what is a test set? Test set is a option where you add your test cases or your module for the particular release. So I can use add new option to create a test set. So I have selected add set. So I have selected test sets and I click on the add new option. So I am going to create a test set. So I'm selecting test set and add with detail. And what is my test set name? Home page module. Then I am selecting any color if you want it. Like let's say I'm selecting purple color. Project plan estimation, let's say it is a 20-hour. And then if you want any release, so I'm selecting release 1. Iteration, I'm selecting iteration 1 and I'm clicking on the create options. So now you can see that I have multiple options over here to create a test set, user story, defect. So anything I can create over here. So I'm going to close it. So I have closed that, and here add details are available, like which all test sets. So I have PS2. So if you wanted to filter out, so you can put your test set filter. So let me show you that to filter your test set, if you click on the filter option, so I'm selecting home. So now you can see that I have user story related to that, test cases and 2 user stories. So let's comes again here in the test set. So let me see that where is my test set. So I'm going to use the test plan board again in the test plan board. So now as we have added our test set, where you find your test sets, it is in the sample project plan and the test set is TS. So this is my TS. So once you click on it, it will open the test set options. You can see that over here. So this is the option where you can find out your test sets. It is from the 12th December to 21st December. So it is from the 8th to 21 in the December month. So this is how you create your test set and you filter out. So if you wanted to create another test set, so select a test set and click add new. Select a test set, add with detail, and you click over here test set 3. So I'm not putting anything over here. I'm just clicking on the create option. So now you can see that test set 3 is created and it is displaying over here. So you can create multiple test sets. So let me show you again, like test set 4. So you can give your name as per your module and you can create one. So now you have a test set over here, and if you wanted you can add your test cases inside it. Like once you click over here and it will move to the release backlog. So I'm going to put in the release backlog, release iteration or run test set. So how you run test set? If you click on the run test set, you can execute that. So test set has been added. And once you click on it, move to release backlog and then it will move to the backlog section. So how to see the backlog? So let me go to the team board, and in the team board you can get all the things, like here you can see TS4, TS3, TS2. So this is how your team board looks like. So any test set, any user story, any defect you add, you will get them into the team board. So this is how you add your test sets in the Rally tool. We will execute our test cases. So where is our test cases? So we have added our test cases under the test plan. And how to move to the test plan section? So you can use this option and you can move down and you go to the test plan. You can go to the test case also. So from the test cases, and from the test plan, you can execute your test cases. So first, let me move to the test plan and I will show how to you execute our test cases. So here you can see I have couple of test cases. So I wanted to execute them. How you can execute? You can use this option, run test set. So run TC2, that is my test case 2. So if I click on this option, it will open this option for my test case. So open the URL, verify the UI. This is my test case step. So if I'm following, so if I have followed that and if that is working fine, I can put my result over here. So new test set result. If it has defect, you can add the defect using this option also. So I am going to execute first. So I am clicking on my first option and I'm expanding that. So what is my build? So let's see that it is build 1. And what is my test case status? It is failed, pass, block, error, so anything. So let's see, my test case is pass. So I have selected pass. And when it is passed, you can select the date from this option. And then if you have any attachment, you can attach them or you can put the log over here. So let's say I can put that it is working fine. So I have put my comment over here and I click save and close. So now you can see that it is pass. So my test case is pass over here. So if I go again to my test plan section using this, then move to the test plan and you can see that it is half pass. Like you can see that one pass, one no result, because I have executed first test case. So now you can see it is green. So my test case is not passed, so that it is not displaying them. So this is how you pass your test case. You execute your test case. So let's see if I have my second test case defect. So how I can log the defect under that. So first you need to execute that using this option, and you click on it over here and you mark them fail, because once this test case is fail, you can create a defect against this test case. So it is selected as fail. You can put the build, let's say build 1 not working correctly. So that is why I have failed this test case. So for this you can put your screenshot. You can put your screenshot over here by attaching them, and you save and close. So now you can see it is in the failed status. So if I move again to my test plan, like over here in the test plan, you can see that one test case is passed, one test case is failed. So this is how you execute your test case. You pass or fail your test case under the test plan for the particular module. And because it is failed, you can create a defect against it. So how you create a defect? You again go to this option, run test, and here the second option, new defect. Here you can see new defect. The first option is for the execution, second option is for the defect creation. So if I click on it, it will open the defect window. So now you can see it is already displaying the option for my test case. Like what is my test case name? So I can found that error found in test case 3, verify the text boxes on the home page. So you can put the same thing or you can modify that, and then you select the project. The submitted state is by default. Then the description, if you want that text boxes are not enabled and am not able to enter anything under that. So this is my issue. And then user story, it is already selected. Test case, if you want, you can select them. Let's see, I'm selecting the verify home page. So this is my test case and it is failed. Then tag, releases, iteration, you can select as per your need. The defect priority, severity, let's say I'm selecting severity, major problem. And then all the options you can select as per your need, and you can click on the create option. So at last, if you have any attachment, you can attach them, and then you click on the create option. So now my defect is created. You can see that it says that DE2 has been successfully created. So I'm going to close this, and let me go again to my test plan, and I will show you the difference. That if I come over here again and if I click on this test case, then it will display that it is failed, and it is also has a defect under it. So this is how you verify them. And here, if you want it, you can edit that also. I'm going to close it, and if I click over here, it says that one pass, one fail. So this is how you can get all the status for the particular module. So how many test cases are failed, how many test cases are passed, and any others with no result, you get all the options. So this is how you execute your test cases with pass, fail, and you create your defect according to your result. So in the session we have seen how to execute test case, how to pass them, how to fail them, how to create defect against the test case failed. So that is all for this session. We will see more on this in our upcoming sessions. I've seen how to execute our test cases from the test plan option, from the test plan and then the module using these options. Then how you execute your test cases from the test case section. So let me go to the test cases using this option and you go to the test cases. So here you have all the test cases written over here. You can see that what is the past test cases, which all are the failed test cases, and you can execute your test cases from here also. Like you get all the test cases from all modules over here under the test cases section. It is not related to particular module. It displays all the test cases that are available in this particular project. So if you wanted, you can execute your test cases from here also. So my test case 1 is verify that home page is working correctly. So this is not executed. If you want, you can execute using this option, like over here. If I click on this icon, then it will open the same window by which we have executed the test plan test case option. So I have expanded my window because once you expand, then only these options displayed: save, close, save new, save and cancel. If you don't expand, it will not display. So I have expanded that and I am executing, let's say build 1, and I am executing as a pass. So working fine. So if I click working fine, I put and I click save and close, then this test case will pass because I have selected pass option. So from here also I can pass, fail, in progress. So any particular state I can put over here. So test case is build 1 has been updated and it is added. So you can update your test case, you can execute your test case from the test case option also. Rather than going to the test plan, you can execute from the test cases also from the test case window. So in this session, we have seen the second way how to execute your test cases from the test cases window. That is this window, the test cases. So that is all for this session. We will see more on Rally tool in our upcoming session.